client with Ibex Mountain Guides, there's a few things that I certainly want you to have in your rucksack. So from an empty rucksack, a useful thing to have in the bottom is a rucksack liner to keep things waterproof. Inside that rucksack liner you can put your synthetic hooded Primaloft jacket. That's going to go in there for emergencies, and so hopefully will be there and not come out for the rest of the week. Next thing you can put down there at the bottom is gloves, thick gloves and a balaclava. Now hopefully you won't be using these again. Thick gloves are very useless when it comes to manipulating ropes and carabiners, so they'll only be for emergencies. Likewise the balaclava. So, what else goes in? A Gore-Tex jacket. Hopefully that won't be being used that often, so that can go down near the bottom. Next, your crampons. Now crampons don't need a crampon bag, so what you can do is you can wrap them up in some other clothing. These is just a pair of lightweight long johns, perfectly adequate for protecting your bag from your crampons. Now what I'm doing here is I'm putting my crampons against the back of the rucksack. They're quite heavy items, and so therefore you want the heavy items closest to your back, and that will reduce the weight. This is a very lightweight pair of over trousers. They can go down in the bottom next to your waterproof jacket. Food, that can go in as well, but with regard to food and drink, firstly drink, what I like people to have, if they can find it, is some isotonic and electrolyte tablets. They can go in your water and it really helps to maintain hydration. So some of those can go in with your water bottle. There's no point in having to stop and go inside your rucksack every time you want a bite to eat. So importantly, you want your grainy bars and maybe some carbohydrate gels in a pocket on your clothing, so that you can stop opportunistically and quickly get some food down. Next thing to go in is your harness with all its equipment. I'll be talking about the equipment that you should have on your harness for basic glacier travel a little bit later on. So that can go in. And your helmet. Now then, other things that you're going to need are a toothbrush and perhaps a small amount of toothpaste. Yeah, that's your entire wash kit. You don't need a flannel, soap, towel or anything like that. At most, just a small packet of baby wipes in addition to that. Other things that are essential in the mountains are, if we're crossing borders, your passport, a mobile phone. Try to make sure the batteries are full on this and that it's switched off when you're not intending on using it. Credit card, insurance card, and if you're from Britain, National Health card. In addition to that, you can carry with you your Alpine Club card to give you some reduced fees in huts. I carry my guide's card, and of course you need plenty of money. That can all go inside a Ziploc bag, because obviously you don't want these things to get wet. In the top of your rucksack, a pair of goggles. These are particularly useful if you get stormed, and also if your sunglasses fall apart, then you've always got something to shelter your eyes from the sun. Don't forget your camera, make sure the batteries are fully charged. Head torch, absolutely essential. Try to make sure that the batteries are full before your trip into the mountains. Your ice axe. Ice axe needs to be of a decent weight, and that can be put on your rucksack like this. And off you go. The other thing that clients often like to have, and me as well, especially on long glacier walks and hut approaches, is a ski pole. Now the thing is with ski poles is that if they're left on the outside of the rucksack during climbing, then they get in the way. So it's important that they can be folded down and put inside the bag. And that's all I want you to have, basically, as a client.